Now I'm going to use this as kind of a template here. So what you can see on the outside, this is your ideal scene. This is the divine within you. Peace, wisdom, creativity, insight, safety, wholeness, joy, love, and peace. Beautiful. But what's inhibiting or blocking you from experiencing these levels, these divine realms, for lack of a better word, are past conflicts, past losses, fear of failure, fatigue, pain, illness, self-esteem issues. And so this is you inside this giant circle that I'm going to show you right now in a minute so you can understand this. But I wanted you just to imprint this picture for a minute so you can see where I'm going with it. Okay? So the question is, why do we keep on yo-yoing? So in your life, I'm going to just project out there. It's true for me. It's probably true for you. I have made attempts. Okay, I'm going to meditate every day for 20 minutes. And I start meditating and it's hard. My brain is all over the place. It's frustrating. Oh yeah, I got to breathe. Yeah, all that kind of technique stuff. And then I give up. Or, oh, I'm going to start eating super healthy. Or I'm going to work out. Or whatever it is, we have these emotional commitments to an idealized goal that we do not accomplish. We do for a little bit and then we go back. So what we want to experience is getting past this yo-yoing so we can actually have a reasonable expectation of a positive conscious state consistently. And I'll tell you what, I'm better, much better at doing this consistently. I would say a good 80% of the time, maybe even more. Now, to it that I'm sure you've heard about this, right? We want to avoid pain or pursue purpose. Now, if you look at this little person on this teeter-totter here, see the monster at the bottom? Well, that monster is the monster of survival. It looks like a monster. It feels like a monster. Why? Because the drive to survive is more senior than any other drive. And then in front of that little monster is a hammer. That hammer protects you so that if you backslide all the way to the monster, and that monster can be anything from divorce to suicide to disease to poverty, whatever your monster is, it's back there motivating you to move forward. And then you've got this loving cup and your heart and everything that you're pursuing. But what happens when we're on the fear of pain end of it, we keep sliding back. Like you get pretty good and then you kind of slide back. And then all of a sudden the hammer hits you. And then you pursue, but it's stressful and hard. And then you slide back. And so the hammer gets bigger and bigger, and that's to save you from the scary monster. On the other side, when you intentionally choose your life, when you intentionally choose to become more aware, more consistent, to, to choose the love and the goals and the purpose that you have, what happens is this monster gets really little, the hammer shrinks down, and the love and your goals become much easier to achieve. See how this little guy's going down now? And this little monster and the hammer are always going to be there. They're your survival mechanism. In case a disaster happens or some trauma or whatever, it's going to keep you from losing it. And so this is a really good way of picturing for yourself where you want to be. Do you want to avoid pain or do you want to pursue your purpose? Now, most of us, from what I'm seeing here, is that we're stuck, right? You get stuck. So you want to experience the expansive nature of the universe and the love and the peace and the deep connection and all that kind of stuff. That's enlightened consciousness, cosmic consciousness. And yet you're stuck in this behavior, same old, same old, same old, same old. Well, let me show you through this little diagram here why that is. So here's this current stuck state where you are typically. And then here's this wall, and I'm going to show you the wall in a minute. And then these arrows represent expanded consciousness, expansion. And on the outside of expansion, these divine realms, you've got the worldview and joy and serenity, connectedness, wisdom, courage, all those wonderful things and states. They're actually psychological or consciousness states that you get to experience when you're out, when you're past this wall and you're out. Now let's look at the wall. Check out the wall. Here's you in this bubble of consciousness, and you actually have an energetic field that I'm going to show you in a minute. But outside of that energetic field between you and this divine consciousness is the wall, poor self-esteem, counter intention. What that means is either you having inner conflicts or you having external conflicts with people that are blocking you from pursuing your passion. Fatigue, illness, physical pain, conflicts from the past, self-recrimination, where you keep on going back to, oh, if I had only done it better. Fear of failure. Oh, what if I don't succeed? And past losses. These things hammer you and keep you stuck. Well, let's say you get out. You confront, you do your meditation, you're doing your spiritual progress, you're really releasing some of that stuff, you're handling it, and then you get out there in consciousness or in meditation, and you forgot to create an intention. You forgot to use affirmations. You didn't build up your spiritual practice. So when you get out, there's nothing there. And what happens is you snap all the way back to the old state. Boom, yo-yo consciousness. So the idea is, what can you do to not get into this contracted consciousness or this yo-yoing and stay out? So basically, the thing is, you got to use the tools. You're not going to grow. You're not going to stay out. You're not going to stay in these spiritual states that you want without using, and I, honest to God, I believe this is the truth, chi coils, sound frequencies, intentional meditation, and thought shifting. Now, as a coach, I teach intentional meditation and thought shifting.